One of the things that comes up in reading sometimes is when the other side comes through and says, Christine, just teach her how to be more witchy, okay? Do I know what they mean by that? Yes. So they asked me to create this video called How to Make Universal Energies Work for You. Why? Because the law of attraction is very real. Power manifestation is very real. So they want you to grab onto universal energies and make them work for you so that your solar plexus chakra, your personal power energy center, can shine brightly and you can step into your personal power and have more control over your life and your purpose and your path. Number one, what is your state of being? This is prime law of attraction. Thoughts are energy. Emotions are energy. We are all magnets. What signal are you broadcasting? Because whatever your thoughts are, whatever your emotions are, you are sending that energy into the universe. If you were blind and deaf, would a funeral feel differently to you than a party? Yes, because when you would walk in the door, you would feel that energy. Why? Because we're all witches and warlocks and we are all constantly casting. If I was in front of an audience of people who hated me, they would be casting that hate and darkness at me. And I would feel it because I'm sensitive to energy. So I would probably have to run off stage. I wouldn't be able to handle it because I'm so sensitive to energy. So do you see how we are all constantly casting different signals? So that's why pay close attention to your state of being. And I want you guys to play around with this. Don't take my word for it. Play around. What did you spend the day thinking about? Do you feel like crap at dinner time? Or, did you wake up in the morning and clap your hands and say today's going to be a great day and actually exercise the mental self-discipline to keep those thoughts and emotions positive? What happened? By dinner time, were you on top of the world? Did you feel empowered? Did you feel happy? Did you feel better? Because you're attracting that energy to you. That's what you're attracting onto your path by being that magnet. So pay close attention to your overall state of being. I do understand this is easier said than done. I do not live in the land of lollipops and rainbows. I get it. I totally get it. But at least just try. Just try. Apply yourself. Just do your best. That's all the other side cares about, is doing your best. Number two, they want you to fantasize. Why? Because you are making yourself a stronger magnet by marrying the thought to the emotion. When you marry thought to emotion and you fantasize and broadcast that signal, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about a deceased loved one that you really miss? You are casting emotion, you're casting love, I miss you, you're casting yearning while thinking about that deceased loved one. So that is what you're attracting onto your path. You're actually attracting the soul of your deceased loved one when you do that in particular. But if you want to attract a vacation, what would the cruise ship feel like? Are you sitting there eating king crab legs? What would the king crab legs taste like? How would you feel while you're on the cruise ship? What views would you be looking at? What ports would you visit? It's okay to fantasize because what you're doing is you're manifesting. You're using your thoughts and emotions to actually bring that onto your path, to attract that onto your path. Now, one of the things the universe is going to look at is, are your intentions pure? Because you have to remember, there are people also on the other side. And these people love to watch us. And they love to look at our soul with their little glasses and their clipboard and their pen and take notes on our soul. What are your intentions? Do you want to win the lottery so that you can help others and share the wealth? Or do you want to win the lottery so you can just keep it all to yourself and be selfish? You can't fool the universe. You can't fool the other side. They can see your intentions. You can even pretend to say, oh, no, my intentions are different now. They're pure, they're pure, they're pure. You can't fool them because they see you. They see your heart. They see what your intentions are. So as long as your intentions are pure and they are heart focused and coming from a place of good and, wanting to help others and really foster that collective consciousness, that will help you. That will empower you. Okay. Again, I'm just letting you know, when it comes to the law of attraction and power manifestation, there are certain degrees of power. There is good, better, best. I'm trying to help you get to the best. So that's what this video is really about, is how to achieve the most power manifestation via the law of attraction, but how to make your magnet stronger. Okay. Now, one of the things that they're also showing me is, you know, obviously state of being is the law of attraction, but there's also power manifestation, and power manifestation and the law of attraction go hand in hand. The way you can manifest things, and the other side suggested that I do this, and I thought it was the lamest thing ever. I'm not the most fantastic with my hands, so they asked me to create something called a dream board, also known as a vision board. And what they asked me to do is go online, Google a bunch of images of things that I want, you know, travel, house, car, whatever, people I want to meet, and print out photos of what I want and stick them onto a board. And I did it. I mean, I actually took the time and effort, and I did it, and I cut everything out, and I made it look really pretty. And the entire time I was doing it, I was thinking, this is the lamest thing I've ever done. Well, I hung it above my desk, and all of a sudden, I felt all this energy start swirling around my bedroom. And I said, what is that? And they said, we're taking your order. Thanks for letting us know what you want. And then, a couple days later, I needed to go to Las Vegas for my niece's birthday party, and I was physically uncomfortable being away from my vision board. I had become emotionally attached to my vision board. I had to take a picture of it and snuggle it while I was in Vegas and everything. So there's definitely something to the vision board, just so you know. You are energetically connected to it. They really are taking your order, especially when you hang it up and you can look at it and refer to it often. So they are listening when you put together that vision board. Another thing is a dream journal. Are you writing down, you know, what qualities does your perfect romantic partner have? What would your perfect vacation be like? Write a story. Write a story about your life and how it's going to go. Manifest. Don't be afraid to manifest and really fantasize about what you want. And again, put in your order with the other side, because like I said, I thought that was lame until universal energy started kind of rising up to support me in that. And a few things have already manifested on that dream board. But also you need to be patient, because not everything happens all at once. The other side has a tendency to matriculate like a vine. They move very, very slowly sometimes, but then I've also seen them, they'll come forward and say, Christine, we're going to do blah, blah, blah now. And I go, okay. And then 2 days later, bam, like I'll just get hit with what they announced. So they have the power to do things very fast. But as far as manifestation, usually it takes a little slower. It's a little slower of a process, like a wave forming or a vine kind of growing through your life. But don't be afraid of that. Okay, don't be afraid to power manifest. It's okay. Number 5, this is the gas in your tank. When you do create your dream board or your dream journal, or you start asking for stuff or fantasizing or whatever, the other side is going to look at your karma. This is where they start stressing things in readings. If I'm reading for somebody with a karma bank that is bursting with fruit flavor, that's when they say, Christine, tell her how to be more witchy. Tell him how to be more like a warlock. That's when they will come through. This is the key. How's your karma bank? Are you pursuing heart-focused work? Are you feeding the collective consciousness with your God-given gifts? Are you trying to help others? Because this is going to make a big difference with things coming onto your path and with how powerful your magnet is. How do I know this? Personal experience. Because when I was in marketing, I was chasing the dollar. My heart was not into it. I wasn't pursuing heart-focused work. For me personally, at the time. So I thought the law of attraction was BS. I read The Secret. I'm like, whatever, dude. Never experienced any of this. Power manifestation. Thought it was a bunch of BS. It wasn't until I started really contributing to society and helping people and doing heart-focused work and things that I was passionate about. Who knew it was the paranormal? Took a while for me to figure it out. Whatever. But now that I'm pursuing that, I am basically a version of the law of attraction and power manifestation on crack. If I ask for something, I get it. All I have to do is say, dear God, can I blah, 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 and it just shows up. It's a little creepy. I actually creeped some people out last night over dinner with it, but anyway. So that's what I want for you guys. How's your karma? Cash it in. Go to the bank. Go to Vegas. Cash it in. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you need. The universe is going to give it to you. Okay? The universe is more fair than people think. It really is. So if there's all this injustice going on around you and you really feel like the universe owes you, don't come from a place of weak victimhood. Come from a place of empowerment. Bust out that personal power solar plexus chakra and use it, because we're all superheroes. We just need to realize and step into our own power. Now, another thing that's really important is that you need to believe, you really need to believe it's possible. Whatever you ask for, I want you to just assume you're going to get. I want you to assume you're going to get it. I want you to be like, okay, when is this going to happen? That's what I want. Because if you have to believe to achieve. So that's a really important, like just assume it's going to happen, believe it's possible. Delusions of grandeur can manifest. That's what's so funny is everyone's like, oh, you're delusional, Christine. And I'm like, well, my thoughts manifest. So I'm actually okay either way. So I wanted to make this video just kind of letting you guys know to really, step into your personal power and seize that and really make it work for you. Because if you have pure intentions, the universe is going to bring onto your path whatever you need, especially if you make the deal with the other side to pursue heart-focused work and say, okay, I am going to go to medical school, but I need you to bring money onto my path to pay for it. I need you to, guide me to the perfect medical school where I'm going to meet the coolest people and really fit in and have a great experience there. I want you to help me with my residency. I want you guys to pave a road for me. I want this. I want that. I want this. And if being a doctor is your true heart, you spread out your wings, universal energies rise up to support you, and the wind shows up under those wings so you can take off. I can't even tell you, when I made my deal with the universe and said, okay, I, Christine Pavlina, agree to become a professional psychic medium in exchange for, financial security, spiritual fulfillment at my core, love, happiness, contentment, whatever. That was my deal with the universe. All of a sudden, all the paranormal activity around me calmed down, and it was like everyone on the side just formed a single file line. Like, okay, she agreed to do it. She's ours. And everything just calmed down. I don't have like all this, paranormal craziness happening around me. It's very controlled. Because as soon as I made my deal with the universe and told them I would do it, I would do what they were asking of me, I would pursue my soul purpose and my soul contract, everything was cool. So there could be a lot of pandemonium energetically going around you if the other side is nudging you to pursue heart-focused work and really share those God-given gifts with the world if you're not doing that. So please consider that. Please consider making that deal with the universe out loud so that universal energies can rise up to support you in that life purpose, in that soul contract. And again, if you need any help trying to figure out what that is, my door is always open. And in the meantime, take care and be well, my beloved witches and warlocks.